Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the brand Sally Hansen. I do have their new matte top coat PR stuff to share with you today. So these were sent to me for review. So in the description box below I will link their Instagram page, my Instagram page, and their site where you can pick these up. So I have 4 colors to look at today, as well as their glossy and matte top coats, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Bordeaux Glow, and this is a shimmery deep holiday red. So here is one coat of Bordeaux, and this is completely opaque in one coat for me. Depending on how you apply polish, you might want to go in for a second coat. The formula on this is really good, smooth, easy to apply. I didn't have any kind of issues with that. I do kind of have an issue with the Sally Hansen brushes, getting them close enough to my cuticles as well as being able to round them though. And this is the only one that I'm going to show you with the matte top coat. I'm going to show photos of all of them with the new matte top coat. But as far as application goes, this is the only look at application that I am going to give. But this dries down really fast into a satiny finish. So there is one coat of Bordeaux, and I'm going to let this dry down on camera just so you can see how quickly it dries. I didn't have any kind of issues with shrinkage or anything like that either. Up next we have Cant Royalty, and this is a deeper red cream. So here's our first coat of Cant Royalty. And this one does tend to come off more jellyish to me. It's not jelly because I wouldn't be able to use it in like a jelly sandwich with glitter in between it, but it does have more of a jelly feel to it. The formula on this is good though, again, not too thick or too thin, but once again, I did have problems getting a nice rounded edge around my cuticles. So here is our second coat, and this does cover completely in 2 coats. This one's also good and dry down glossy on its own. I do have swatch photos of it, both glossy and matte, with their glossy and their new matte top coat, and I didn't have any kind of staining with this red either. So there is 2 coats. Up next we have Jealous Boyfriend, and this is a turquoise cream. It does lean more on the blue side, but as it's separating in my bottle, it's got green in it, so I would say it's turquoise. So here's our first coat of Jealous Boyfriend. This one also has a good formula, not too thick or too thin, very easy to use. Coverage is pretty good here on this first coat, just a little bit patchy, so I am going to go in for a second coat. This is one though that if you get this in your cuticles, it is not coming out, so bear that in mind. So here's our second coat, and this does cover completely in 2 coats for me. Again, this one will dry down very glossy on its own. I did use their glossy top coat for my photos for longevity purposes. You will want a top coat. I also didn't have any staining with this one, so there is 2 coats. And lastly for today we have Onyx-pected, and this is a black cream. Here's our first coat of Onyx-pected. This one is pretty sheer on the first coat, a little bit on the like milky-ish side of formulas. It's not hard to work with, but it is on the thinner side. These are the kind of blacks that I go for if I want to wear a black polish. One coat blacks are great for, you know, wearing them as base colors, but if I want a nice pure black, I am going to go for something more along this spectrum. So this is completely opaque in 2 coats for me. Again, this one is going to dry down nice and glossy on its own, but again, this is one that you don't want to get in your cuticles, or maybe mine are just extremely dry at the moment, but they are very hard to get out of your cuticles. So there is 2 coats. So 'tis no surprise here, a Jealous Boyfriend is my favorite. The greens are my thing. 'Tis the season. I love this, a great formula. I had 0 complaints, so Jealous Boyfriend, my favorite. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this collection. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up. Let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.